Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RaceKraft Simulations V8 Vet Split 4, coming to you from the one and only Daytona for 300 kilometres for round 8 of season 23. I am Franz Herman, and with me this evening I have Franz Herman. How are you, Franz?
Good, thanks, John.
And we also have Franz Herman with us. How are you, Franz?
Not bad, friends.
Good. Great to have you all here. And as we will also, of course, we said we're at Daytona, so let's have a quick look at the circuit. We start on the tri-oval, where we then come down into turn 1, and then we come back through turn 2, which is a little bumpy little part of the circuit, And then we go through the International Horseshoe at turn 3. Then we go through turn 4 past the Mark Peck Memorial restrooms and head down into turn 5, where we go through another horseshoe and head back into turn 6, where we then head back on to the Indian too many races, where we head back again onto the bank curving into turn 1, which otherwise known as turn 7, and turn 2, which is the other half of turn 7. These Americans, one corner. And then we come onto the great back straightaway. But instead of having all the fun of hitting the high speeds, we go through what's known as the bus stop, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Come back out on turn 3 and then come into turn 4, aka turn 12, and then back onto the tri-oval. It is a fast track. It is a circuit where we absolutely have to have the power to the metal, have to be able to slipstream, have to be smart, have to think. 300 Ks around this place, going to be tough. And of course, want to thank everyone out there in the chat as well for joining us. What a great honour it is for us here at the Chook Raffle to be heading a great weekend of motorsport, of course, with Monaco, Indianapolis, and of course the Coke 600 as well to top it out. But we're first, lads. That is the great thing about it. Let's jump on, have a look at the championship standings. Luke Powell, he's gone, shot through, 76 points. He's just got to turn up and finish the last race from here, I think. And in P2, Darryl Callahan, he is still hanging on from Phil Whiting. Phil getting a bit busy with footy season.
Wrong one.
It's a bit hard to say for vets, though. He's busy with footy season, but apparently he is the life, the blood, and the salt of the footy club down there in Bendigo. I wouldn't function without him, I heard. And then in P4, only 10 points behind him, we have the Fav, not the Fav from footy. We have Nathan Favero. And, of course, it's not Brendan Favola. And then, of course, in 5th, we have Daniel Schaefer from Omen Racing. He's doing well. And then we have my mate from over the ditch, Ross Watson, sitting in 6th. Matty Fu sitting in 7th. Lester Craig on rookie season. He is doing a great effort dialing it in, sitting in 8th. Brad Grant from Team AJR, he has stepped up. Baxter hanging on to the top 10. KO Kinzel doing very well in 11th. Tommy DeWitt in 12th. O'Loughlin, Friend, Eddie. Hughes, Patterson, Hughes. Galloway, the Cadman, he's not with us again tonight. And, of course, Peter Morris, Doug Wright, John Van Reed, Baldock, and Darren Friend. I've buggered that big time.
Yeah, I tried to tell you.
He tried to tell me, yeah. Let's just roll that back a page. There we go. Luke Power miles in front still. Anyway, we'll come back to that later. Oh, you'll all forget anyway. Have another drink. That's all I'll say. Help me forget. As we jump onto the grid. God, how can I make that? Rookie error. As we jump back onto the grid and head in and have a look at how that's going to look for us tonight as we line it all up. And we have the one and only Luke Powell sitting on pole. That is shock, horror. I am surprised. As Mr. Whiting's joined us, the lifeblood football man himself. How are you, Phil?
Hey, John. Very good. Thank you. Sorry I'm late.
You're right.
I be Philly boy.
Hey, Roscoe, Mark.
Hey, how you going, mate?
So who are the boys?
Yeah, very good.
Who are the boys got this weekend, Phil?
White Hills. Yeah.
Morecambe.
That'll be a battle and a half.
Very good day. Yeah, they're the defending premiers. So hopefully we do a good job.
Yeah, hopefully. So Luke Powell on pole, of course, as we expected, a 146.682. I didn't see where that would put us in relation to the rest of us. KO sitting in 2nd. That is a great effort from the rookie to put himself on the front row on the embankment. Matty Fu, the other rookie, rounds out a row 2 of rookies from Apex Esports. He lines up alongside Darryl Callahan. Oh, and then in the 3rd row, we've got Jeff Sanford from Player One. That is great for Jeff to put himself there. Bruce Galloway in 6th. Great one from Bruce. Bruce has really improved over the last couple of weeks. Really stepping up. Great to see with what he's done there. And then, of course, we go to the 4th row where we've got Daniel Schaefer from Omen Racing, Braden O'Loughlin. 5th row, Brad Grant from Team AJR lines up alongside Nathan Favero from Tulip Racing. On the 6th row, Phil Whiting lines up alongside Shane Patterson from Nova. And we go over the page. We have Marty Hughes in 13th, back from last week being off. And then Rob Baxter from CX2 in 14th. And then, of course, on the 8th row of the grid is Tommy DeWitt from WKMP, lining up alongside Dave Leslie, a privateer. And then in 17th, we've got Team AJR's Jeff Eddy lining up alongside Lester Craig, the Battle of the Americans. And then on the 10th row, Kevin O'Neill from We Race lines up alongside Southern Cross Racing's Vaughan Robinson. On the 11th row, Dave Holly from Player One lines up alongside Simon Pitt. And then from Player One, Southern Cross Racing. And then Anita Buckland from Old Mates and Sons lines up alongside Timmy Hall from Player One. Over the page. Big field again tonight. In 25th, David Baldock from D37 Racing WKMP lines up alongside Darren Vermey from 1MLT. On 27th is Doug Wright from Old Mates and Sons, and he lines up alongside Glenn Wilbo from Omen Racing. Van Reed from WKMP lines up alongside Rose on the 15th row from Quantum Racing. And then on the 16th row, Tim Vermey from 1MLT lines up alongside my favourite Dutchman, Greg Sholton from Mustangs North Queensland. And then on the next row, we have David Logstar from Team AJR lining up alongside Fishy Motorsports' Peter Morris. Travis Azapati is our race controller, and Lucas Burt is our safety car driver. And then, of course, Luke Neville is our chief race steward, and Phil Marsh didn't set a time in qualifying. That is our grid, fellas. Where are you? I missed you. And Darren Walton as well. I skipped you all together. Sorry about that. And Angry Birds. That's a long list, boys. Still 35 plus cars. Still good rock up this later season. You did that so you could start on the flat, I reckon.
No, but definitely wasn't intentional.
Okay, before we light the wick on this one, and iRacing, of course, is definitely the shocker here. Static doesn't allow us to advance time, so when we set a static morning poll time, whatever time the service starts is the time we race, and when we finish the race is the same time. We were not quite aware of that when we manipulated ourselves back from our scheduled weather system that we were running, so using the weather editor. So when we went back to static, we were locked on to the late afternoon, which is what we raced in. Probably didn't really matter because the track temperature and everything else was static, but it didn't give the effect that I really wanted to give everybody, which was that, driving into the sunset and then finishing in the dark with the fireworks. Kind of feel and vibe to it all. Let's just say very disappointed with it all, very disappointed with myself. And next week will be different as we move on. I think because we've got an Enduro, boys, we like the wick on this one. What do you reckon?
Yep. Let's get it going.
Sounds good.
Let me just get my screens all set.
Gonna do some shaking and baking.
A couple of things here and there, and find my main one because I've got to work out because it was fairly busy. So we might just start back on the grid a little bit in 8th place. Go to a bigger camera so we can see all somewhere. The one that doesn't. Here we go. Let's press play. Let's light the wick. Everyone in the chat, heaps of yous out there, plenty of get involved. Going to be a long one, but I think we're in for a good one. It's the first thing I've got to do. Get that up a bit. And go. And we're away. Someone's slow there. That looks like it might be Galloway. As we come down into turn 1, Powell's got away cleanly. As we come back here, Galloway's still a little bit slow. Baxter in front of him. And turned by O'Loughlin. And that's going to create a traffic jam and a half. There's cars going left, cars going right, cars going backwards, cars going forwards.
Isn't that beautiful, Mr. Car going around the outside?
No, did you see me go through the inside? Just opened up.
I was happy to be in front of that.
It's Mr. Grant.
Brad,
I
eh?
think I've missed Brad. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Here comes Brad now. He's under control. He got out of that all right. He's away. I've missed what happened there. Jump back on Lukey. Lukey definitely got away to a clean start here. He is away and running as the rest of them have sorted themselves out. A few big losers so far. O'Loughlin down 23, Patterson down 22. So Pato caught up in the turn one shenanigans. What a bummer. That is disappointing.
Ross up 17.
Yeah, Ross part of the season made his way around the outside.
That was my biggest fear with Roscoe starting so far back. He was going to come through the field. That'd be one eye on the bloody revision mirror all race. Looking for that green and black thing.
Yeah, look for that green-eyed monster.
Mm.
And before we go too much further too, a huge thank you to our good friends. Just disappeared. I can't see what it is. Our good friends at Sim Speed, Mr. Jay Kennedy. I'm using one of his camera packs tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Something a bit different. Blue 37 in 20th. He's up 5 spots already. Watson up 19. What happened to Mr. Drifter? I'm not sure you're talking about, Mr. Drifter. No one drifts down here. We're all smart, clean, fast racers.
Yeah.
No. Drifting comes next week.
Might have been doing a bit of that in practice.
Is it drifting or sliding?
Slip sliding away.
A bit of both.
Let's go a little bit further back. A bit of Holly, too wide action. Tommy DeWitt getting a bit of a look in here as well.
Get that slipstream.
In behind, 3 wide almost. Coming down into the bus stop. We're going to pull it up. Yep. Oh, still going to go too wide. Hey, Tommy DeWitt. Going backwards on the brakes. Not much hit out there. Got away with it.
The tap would he jump off that inside curb?
Yeah.
Here we go. A bit of the Fav and Schaefer.
Oh, someone backwards in the background.
It's Mr. Baxter. He's in the wall. No.
Can't park.
Can't park
Can't
there.
park there.
Oi! Surely that's got to bring out a safety car. Surely. Oh, he's rolling. Someone's going extra wide. I'm not sure who that was. He's got a ramp. Oh, that wheel looks nice and straight. I don't know how no one hit him. That's the amazing bit about it. Got away with that one quite well.
It wasn't quite hard an apex to hit though.
The race lead is coming around on the banking. So we haven't had a safety flag out yet, but surely there's going to be a safety car. He's still sitting there at turn 1. Dave Baldock in the chat calling for blue flags already.
Saw through the blue 37 flags in the crowd.
At this point, Rob is already working out the strategy for the next
Safety
stage of the
car.
race.
Safety car is coming out. So we are under safety car situation already. Race lead is going to come past. There's a drink machine on the outside of the corner. What was it serving, Rob? Pina coladas? It's continuing on. Powell looking good.
Mr. Holly up 13.
These guys getting around the safety car. So a big line into the pits. Fu, Eddie, Watson, Baldock, Van Ree. A few running in already. Great opportunity to fill that tank up. Of course, we started with 80. You can put in out to 133. Give it a thirsty drink.
Was it too early though? Was it too early? That was what I was going through my head. So I was gutless and stayed out.
Free drink.
Yeah. I rolled the die.
I was worried about my shoes, the tyres.
Still a free drink. Look after them, and they'll look after you, the old tyres. So where is our illustrious safety car? He's rolling on the track. Great to see Lucas getting involved. And hats off to the Split 4 boys. After all the traumas and tribulations of last season, I walk away with a gold star still for all the shenanigans in Split 1 last night. They had a few issues.
Just looking at that penalty sheet, well, it's a big one at the top of the list, isn't it? Split 1. It's a big penalty. I haven't read it yet. It's a long list.
Right, have a look at Split 3.
Yeah, it's a long list as well.
I was saving that for the Jerry Springer moment at the end.
Right.
What?
Don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. Oh, Lucas, give it some juice, sunshine. Comes Lukey here, is he? He's already gone past again, I think. Oh no, picking up now. There he is. You beauty. After last night, one subtle change to our standard static set. So if you disagree, get in the chat, let it rip, debate it with me. We are going to go with partial cloud cover.
What, next week?
Next season.
Next season, right.
Tracks won't be clear. There'll be some cloud.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I think the aesthetics look much better.
Yeah.
If I understood what the problem was, I'd probably debate it with you, but I sort of sit here not understanding what the issue is.
Look at that, bit of glare from the sun. Whew.
I can head through.
Actually, behind this stage of the race is where I perform best. Behind a safety car, I'm very competitive.
Where are we? Where is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Philip Whiting? Let's find where he's sitting. Can't find him. He's sitting in 6th, didn't stop. So the top half didn't stop. Look at him going. He's doing really well. 2nd and a half behind Schaefer.
Yep. I had my eye on Daniel. That was, he was.
You be careful, Pato. I might be the master debater. Can't believe I said that.
God, I'm glad you said that because I couldn't possibly comment.
Well, I'm going to say, Bruce, stick your hand out the window tomorrow on Thursday night when you get in the rig and let us know if it's raining. I don't think it'll be physically raining in the race, but when you're in Brazil and you're in São Paulo, there's a fair chance there's been a shower go through at some stage. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
High humidity.
Yeah, I know, but I know better than that. I've been trying to work out how to set it up for practice session, so I know how it's working.
Do you?
It was.
Nah. Not giving everything
I've worked it
away.
out.
Not giving everything away. You
I've
might
worked
think
it out.
you might think you've worked it out.
I noticed
I know how mean you can be, John.
I noticed the stub reps aren't up yet.
Whoop. Oh, we're racing. We are racing. Look at that. That went quick. Look at that. We are on lap 6 now. Lap 6. Let's go to this fella. Great looking car.
Second best looking in the field.
I was going to say, at least it hasn't got any green on it.
Good little battle here. Thought about punting the car in front of me. Tucked in tight. And a little bit of rubbing. That wasn't the only one. Oh, hang on to it, son. Hang on to it, son. Oh, he's all right. He's alive. Didn't kill me. Play on. Bulldog's still alive. Drink.
You know you're supposed to be driving on the grey stuff.
Cooling tyres down. Shh.
Wonder who'll go for the Lance Stroll park.
Oh, Tim Lawson might be onto something. Just saying. Yes, the practice conditions week 1 didn't match the race conditions in week 2, Bruce.
Weather blowing through the week.
Oh, I gotta say, we got our first inch of rain for the year today, so I'm pretty happy down here. The Fav doing well. Lap 7. Where's my good man, Mr. Shelton? Where are you, Greg? This is a good little battle here. This monitor's playing up, annoying me. Into turn 1, a little wide. Hangs on. Paddo's in the back of his. Paddo's in there somewhere too. He's all right. He survived.
Save the thunder.
Close your eyes, go through. I think that's pretty much what happened. Craig just stopping for a second to get his breath back. Here's Roscoe. He's behind all that.
White wheels that make it, eh?
White wheels, yeah. Just how innocent and pure your driving style is. Let's just jump on here with good old Roscoe. Really having a look here, Ross? You gonna go? Ooh. Thought you were gonna do the old nasty dive there. Thought about it.
I had a look.
Well, that talk in the chat about G&T and nuns. Good Irish boy O'Neill in front here. What's Watson gonna do? Too wide. Got the draft. He's in the slip. You're on here, Watto. You're on. You're on.
Good going with them.
No, you do have a brake pedal. Not going to go to the outside. I think you're facing 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there was Bulldog. You're going backwards.
Yeah, I was going to pull out, but I looked at my relative and saw a whole heap of people coming.
Yeah, nah, good call. Good call. Sorry, mate.
No, you're all right. Wait till the next pit stop.
What was that thing you mentioned, Roscoe? What's that relative thing you mentioned?
Any of my family or in.
Yeah, where's the fav? Where's the fav?
I wanted to clear air anyway.
Silver lining, silver lining.
There's Blake. Here we go. Peter Morris, absolute cracker. He's up 20 spots, sitting in 14th.
Getting that side draft too.
Yep.
He's done well not to drift up there.
Yeah, thanks, Bruce. I do have that ready to go.
Can also be your sheep.
Giving away all the secrets. Oh, hello. Someone's joined us in the chat.
What have we got?
It's the Cadman. How are you, Nathan? Missing you, buddy. We need you back. There's just a couple of set squares out there that need to be straightened.
That's a split an image of them.
I told you I had something planned the other week, but he decided not to race.
No, I'm happy that Cads is not in there because I can get to bed before 2 a.m. on a Thursday.
2 a.m? Geez, you're doing well.
I get to bed before 4.
Perth boys keep me up to 5 a.m.
Let's jump out. Lap of 9. I think I missed the Fav, actually. The Fav is no longer with us here. I've missed the battle of the Fav. Oops. There's a motor race. Luke Powell is only a second in front of KO. He's doing really well. I'm really impressed with this bloke. Very quiet achiever. Plugs away. Now sort of ran in the sort of top half of the top 10. Now sort of consistently running in that top 3 or 4, which is bloody good effort.
Yep.
A lad from the Sunshine Coast. And speaking of lads from the Sunshine Coast, North Brisbane, north of the river. I believe south of the river is not invited. Michael Stewart in the off season is going to organise a bit of a get together, so keep an ear out for that one. And definitely a good opportunity. Meet some other vets drivers, have a beer or catch up. Well worth doing. Done it a few times myself. Been out and about and around the world. As Lachlan just went wide there. Definitely well worth doing. Highly recommend get involved. Stewie's already put a post out there somewhere mentioning something, but we will create a Queensland group in Discord so that we can let that get organised amongst yourselves. I think we did the same thing with the South Australian lads. Yeah, definitely a good opportunity. Put a face behind a name. Makes it a lot harder when you go to Wreckham next time.
Yeah, I'm glad you keep them Queenslanders in that same group at this state of origin time, because yeah, we can all hate them as we could. As the good New South Welshman.
You're a Victorian, Phil.
No, I'm a New South Welshman just living in Victoria.
Oh.
Yeah,
I understand that.
I'm a passionate Queensland hater at this time of year, May, June, July.
I'm a Victorian that lives in New South Wales, so I can understand that. Which makes me an honorary Queensland supporter.
Because I'm a Queensland supporter too.
Come on, John, you're on Route 13, mate.
Now you're really calling it out.
I remember Wodonga when they played.
Well, yeah, they now have a local comp where there's about 3 teams from Wodonga now, including CSU Mud Dogs. They got a few mates who play for them.
It's the Albury Blues, Albury Roos, and then the Wodonga came in.
Blues are gone, the Roos are gone. It's now the Albury Thunder.
Right.
And it was the Wodonga Bears, and then I think they changed their name to something else, I think, as well, which might have been Thunder as well, I think. So it's a reasonable league community still, but close enough to Melbourne to basically get the AFL on the tube. Not much NRL.
That's good because I'd hate to be watching Melbourne Storm. South Brisbane. You're talking south of the river. That's South Brisbane. Melbourne.
Oh, they get a
motor race.
There we go. That's Morris. Morris with a big move there.
Why is that? Is that because Melbourne's don't kick a lot of ass?
Nah, because they started with Johnny Rebo. Don't get me started on this.
They're not like the Pinsky organisation, aren't they?
All right, where are we up to? That was Morris. Where's my mate, Mr. Shelton? We are ticking down a few laps here at the moment. Greg having a good little battle here with David Logsdale. I'm going to steal the Baxter line here. Dean's going to hate me. The better looking Logsdale. Ooh, be cool.
Oh.
Based on fact or myth?
Myth and legend. Great move. He's cool. Slides it through. Shelton on a mission.
They done well not to get caught up.
There we go. A bit of that 60-degree gyro banking. Not looking good. Apologise for that one. Had a graphics reset in the last Windows update, so I thought I'd fixed all of them, but not that one. And Greg's cooked it. Oi, everyone's cooked it.
Oil on the track, oil on the track.
Hey, you can flick the spinner though. Looks good. You gotta do it. Look good doing it. There's my mate Pato going. He's under a bit of pressure from Darren Vermate. Looks like he just got past him. Next man up the road. All my Mustang shots are buggered. That didn't work for me. That's all right. Pick me cars. No, he's doing well. Going to go back up the front though. Callahan. He is putting some pressure. Under some pressure here from Schaefer.
Coming down the inside, boy.
It's going to lap 13. It's going to go back, have a look at the battle back here. Which this one before. These boys too wide. Brad Grant looking to get involved as well. He's getting the toe.
Give him a bump.
And he runs wide.
Didn't need it.
It is a tough corner.
It is.
It is hard to get that corner right 53 times in a row.
Especially when you got someone up behind you.
There we go. He's having a look. Oh. Definitely got some elbows out, the boys. Jump on board with Darryl. Running the old spotter's view here. This is what it's like sitting in the grandstand. A little bit disappointed Darren Free didn't get the race with us last night. Of course, Darren, for those who don't know, went over and actually watched the Daytona 500 this year.
Oh, fair dinkum.
Yeah, so
all the way from Leeton, Red Leg Leeton.
Red Leg Leeton, yep.
Yeah,
It would have been good to get some feedback from Darren. What it's like over there. They're going to be a pretty magical place.
You'd have to go infield, wouldn't you?
It'd be like going to Bathurst, I reckon. It'd be like going to one of the holy grails of motorsport. Bathurst, Monaco, Indianapolis, Daytona. Nordschleifer. No, so I didn't say Winton.
So he's just down the road from you, John.
So he's down the road from you.
Yeah, I know.
Good meeting place. Halfway. It's probably not quite. Well, it's probably about an hour and a half for you, isn't it?
No, 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. 2.
Oh, probably 2.5. I'm a bit slow.
You're not out here. Sitting in 5th up, sitting in 6th up 5 spots. Let's change some cameras again.
Where are we? 14. Who's pitted?
Lap 14, and let's go to the old pit board. Pit lap number, and I think at this stage we've still got the front half have not pitted. So 1 to 12, only Glenn Wilbo up there is pitted. He's doing very well.
Is it possible he'll jump them when they'll pit too? Because it's about 39 seconds down the pit lane, isn't it?
Nathan Cadman saying good place to take a crap. Well, apparently, if you're looking for somewhere to relieve yourself, you can actually drive into the toilets out the back here at Daytona. So
Yes.
Mark Peck showed us. We're about 80 kilometres from... Where are you, Nathan?
He's Adelaide. He's a crow eater.
Oh, this is about 80 k's from there. Obviously, he knows we're talking about Winton, so...
No, he was talking about the bend, I think.
Oh, the bend, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, the bend, yeah. It's coming up. Bruce, I wouldn't probably... I'm going to take a stab here, and I'm going to say it won't be next release. We do have a track already in mind to sub out if it does come, but my gut tells me it won't be till season 4. iRacing have a habit of dangling a carrot and then not delivering it as quick as people think. But in saying that,
Yeah.
But in saying that,
Rain
I
carrot.
know that the people behind the circuit have invested a lot to get it done quickly. So, so there's a bit of a catch-22 there. So, okay, if we do go there next season, lads, do we do the West Circuit, which is what the supercars use, or do we do the GT circuit?
We drive straight past.
Go the whole 7K. Yeah.
Yeah. Go the shebang. Let us know in the chat what you think.
Put a bit of rain in it too.
Oh, monsoonal fog. Yeah. We'll do it at night as well. Hey, old Bulldog, he's doing all right. He's up 20. Yeah, he's in 20th, up 5 spots. A couple of other big moves. Tim Vermey still got to stop though. He's up 18 to the 18th and 13th. Wilbo's an interesting one. He pitted on lap 1. So if he took a big drink, he's not doing too bad. Bruce, what do they want it on iRacing? First of all, they got a license agreement with Supercar, and it's also a lot of GT people in the world love their GT races, and they're trying to get a WEX race there. I'm trying to get a lot of GT stuff there, and I think for them to have it properly scanned and properly done, it helps promote the circuit to get them on the radar for those sorts of things.
And apparently we're doing the North.
Oh, you
According
don't,
to Mr. McLeod.
do you listen to him?
No, not often. We
Is
don't
your-
take his advice
is
when
your-
it comes to anything.
He's your teammate.
Yeah, we don't take his advice.
And the North Circuit does look
Especially on
interesting.
pit stops.
Like there's seven or eight layouts there, not counting the drag strip and the go-kart track. So it's a big facility. Great to see. The more we get on iRacing in Australia, the better. Of course, they did scan Adelaide as well, so I'm hoping Supercar are pushing that one. They did scan Pukekohe, but I think that was more of a legacy scan.
Yeah, it's been put on the back burner apparently.
Yeah, park it in the back burner. There's no investment driving it.
No.
So when they get time, they'll get around to it.
I heard Popu and Ruapuna are going.
I'd love to see them scan Highlands, though.
Yeah, that is a real good trick.
Hmm.
Is any of you guys going to come over to the Ruapuna ramp?
Nah.
I wouldn't either.
A little bit busy still with work, for at least for another couple of months. And I will hopefully get up and catch up with a good friend of mine up on the Sunshine Coast. And then while I'm up there, I will catch up with a few of our Queenslanders in the league as well. I'll let you know when I'm up there. Here we go. The Fav putting the move on Anita. He's coming back. Of course, the Fav Wilbo. Power still out front. Still got to stop. Lap 17 at the moment.
We'll see a bit of pit action very soon.
I think we will.
Definitely coming up front.
Based on my calculations, you're looking at about lap 17, 18, 19 for the stops. And here we go. The Powell is in. He's rolling the dice. Look at that great looking pit lane. KO is in. Callahan, Schaefer, Sanford, Whiting.
So where's Wilbo? When's he going to pop it?
Leslie keeps going. There we go, Bruce. 100% support vets doing the 7.7k layout. Thanks, Bruce. Love your work. So Hall keeps going as well. He takes the foo with him. Matty rolls in, passes him as well. Nice little manoeuvre. Lester Craig in there. Great little story there. That's off to Lester. Tough what he does.
He's fast though. He's quick.
Did have a friend live over there for a couple of years as well. Not the easiest place to live. But he's getting quicker and quicker. I don't know whether it's the John influence or the Bruce influence. I'm probably going to say the John influence. Just upset Bruce. Look at this bloke up 16 spots in the top 10. Hasn't pitted yet. Sorry, has pitted. Pitted on lap 3 with everyone else. And the rest, Kadzi. I think we've got about 3 or 4 OTRs in Albury Wodonga now. Matching them, trying to keep up with the 7-Elevens that are opening. Replace this size, I think we've got something like bloody 20 service stations now. Leslie in. What does the Foo do? The Foo man goes again. Good fuel saving. Love your work, Muggo. A few boys still rolling through, starting to see the P1. So Fu is the first of the lap 3 stoppers. So we're going to start to see this race start to mix up with a few different strats. So lap 19.
There was a few alternate strategies going on at this point. I remember I was talking to Matty, and it was like I was thinking, should I have gone in with him?
I'll jump on with Luke here. So you got Luke. You've got KO coming through as well. Bulldog up into 7th place.
Ooh. Luke
What's
really
going-
stands a bit mental.
You get
What-
nosebleed.
What are you thinking at this point, Roscoe, with Luke Powell coming up behind you?
Oi!
Oh,
Hit the that's Oi!
fuck is about what I thought.
Oi!
Jesus.
I didn't even see where that car came
Another
from.
one.
Oh, Jeebus.
Holy heck! And Pity looks in trouble.
Glad I pitted.
What happened? Did you get out in the marbles and just spun it?
Yeah, looks like it. A little bit of that. Just over those bumps, if you were too aggressive on the accelerator, you lose control quite quickly.
Okay.
Of course, yeah, critical lap was about lap 24, 25. So too early to get home. A long way to go from here. And we'll see who dives in. Probably expect everybody. Bruce Galloway tucked up behind Tommy DeWitt, sitting in 4th.
A lot of movers up there.
Hey, right up night in 29. Jeez.
And he's moving.
Here we go.
We're giving Lucas Burt free laps again. And you watch, there will be a flurry into the pits here. Or do you stay out? Like I said, about 24, 25, 26. Do you... No, that's about the get home lap. No one's going to get home from here.
You know, you're getting old when you realise you don't remember there was a second safety car in the race.
That fixed it. I think.
At this point, I was shitty as all hell because Matty Fu, I'm thinking he's made the right call. He's out in front, second safety car. I don't understand strategy, but I'm thinking he's got track position. And he decided to top up.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, I did not see that.
there's the love.
Apparently, according to Lester, that was Bruce's fault.
McLeod. Look at that play. He rolled out nicely. Didn't get in anyone's way. Good looking car. And we're starting to see everyone roll in. Bulldogs in. I'll make a point of this for a bit later.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a tragic fucking pit stop. I missed my pit stop, had to back up, and then it said I was too far right.
Too far right.
Yeah.
I
At the
didn't see
back.
that. Cool.
Bruce
At the back
Galloway in P2. He stayed out.
that's a Trump reference, isn't it? Too far right.
Too far left. Or is he left wing?
Oh, you're calling him a trumpet of patriots.
Exactly. Too far right.
Oh, I'm glad the election's over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, All the advantages of pitting under the first safety car are gone.
Mm-hmm.
You've chosen to stay out, though. That is the interesting component. And I'm going to take a second. I did promise myself we would do this tonight, because I did have a safety car. That is Mr. Favreau's livery. Great looking Tulip Racing decked out car there. Bruce Galloway looking quite good as well. As we go to the next one, Daniel Schaefer. That is a great looking livery as well for Omen Racing. Those boys put in a good one. M1 Racing, Picky Performance. Great. That's what it looks like. Yep. Don't see it very often sitting in P4.
Got to say out of position.
I don't see it. They're up there.
Of course, we have one of the player ones, the golden boy himself, Jeff Sanford.
Good to see him up the front again.
Yeah, it is. Shane Patterson, he's up there in sixth. He didn't pit though on that one. Great looking livery as well.
It actually is.
And we go across to, of course, the next man, David Leslie. Oh, got the wrong banner on. I won't notice that.
Dave's quick now. He's
Dave used to be really quick
yeah. Oh well.
back in the day, back in the old RSA days.
I found him quick last night.
Dave Holly, another one of the Play One boys, the red lad.
Up 13 spot.
Yeah, Darryl Callahan, great looking livery as well. The old paint doctor. And of course, David Logsdale, another one from the team AJR. Bill Whiting, safety first. Looks good.
Safety first, Towering.
Yep.
I could try to live up to that, but can't.
Glenn Wilbay, Sporting Wheeler Cranes.
I quite like that livery.
Matty Foo from Apex Esports. Doug Bright from Old Mates and Sons. Lester Craig from Shadow Racing. Great looking livery there. And of course, Anita Buckland from Old Mates.
Best looking livery in the field.
Austin from Misfits.
You could have
Very nice.
Darren Walden from Angry Birds. Another great looking livery. Of course, we see these all from afar when we do the broadcast, but it's great to have a bit of a close look up. Marty Hughes from Pacific Esports.
Flying Pelican.
Flying Pelican, yep. Tommy DeWitt from WKMP. Dave Baldock from D37R Racing and WKMP. Timmy Vermey, 1MLT. KO from We Race. So a lot of work goes into these liveries. Brad Grant, another one of the lads from Team AJR, followed by his teammate, Jeff Eddy from Team 126. If anyone's looking out there watching this with Jeff, your wife said you can buy the Harley.
Plus the accessories.
Plus the extra accessories. Oh, that's good. And Kevin O'Neill from We Race as well, another one. Phil Marsh. Phil, he puts a lot of time. Phil, of course, from PJM Racing. He puts a lot of time. But check out that golden banner.
Golden banner, 70s. Yep.
Yeah, over 70s champion, league champion.
I've already decided in 9 years' time that's mine.
Craig Rose.
Over 80s championship, I'm going for the over 70s.
And Craig Rose, of course, he is from Quantum Racing. Great livery done by Timmy Nickel. Pete Morris from Fishy Motorsports.
Something pushy about that.
Yeah, Fawn Robinson from Southern Cross Racing.
Now, Vaughan's getting quick.
He is.
He's fast nowadays. Yeah.
Timmy Hall, player one. Some other Muppet.
Second best livery in the team in the field.
That's the second best livery in the team, yeah. We all can't run Baldock's livery. Rob Baxter, White just doesn't do it on a circuit, does it? Looks very
Lot of
dirty.
oil. There's a lot of rubber
Oil
on it.
spray
A
on
lot,
that one.
a lot of rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's
of course,
sitting up someone's
Having a
back.
hard night.
of course, the reality fishing charters, those boys representing those lads. Doesn't mean Rob can drive it like a boat.
Apparently they're good trips when they go out
Yeah,
on
they
the
are.
ocean.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
plenty of stories from Pete. Seen plenty of photos. That gets me to the back of the grid, I think. I think I'm out of...
Fair Star's the smallest boat I've ever gone out the heads on. And I was
30-footer. 30-foot yacht I've gone out on. Lucas Burt, he, of course, driving the RaceKraft simulation safety car, the McLaren, great-looking beast. You have to show that one off as well.
Great title sponsor.
Yeah, there you go. Gets a bit of a look in. I think the safety car will go one more lap around. Couple of stragglers trying to get onto the back. Here's one. These lads getting ready to go. That shadow just hasn't moved all night. The sun has stalled.
Mr. Logsdale up 23 spots. Well done.
Yeah, doing quite well. I didn't stop though under this safety car.
Isn't he?
So some interesting things. Another Muppet in the pits. Another Muppet in the pits. Baldock pitted on lap 20. Schaefer has Franz Herman up his backside. Of course, Nathan missing our intro this evening. I'm Franz Herman.
I'm Branson. I just Shafe's getting used to having old Luke Powell behind him, though, isn't he?
He is. Of course. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where'd that one come from? I run a safety car. If you're a Max fan, you get the reference. If you're an F1 fan, you get the reference. If you're a Nordschleifer fan, you get the reference. If you're in the motorsport, period, you should have that reference.
Even if you're into sim racing, you should know that reference.
Like, who the hell jumps in and does what he did in the morning of a bloody Formula One race? Oh, yes, we're going to stop him from doing sim racing. Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went too. No, you're not.
I reckon it'd be written into his next contract, I reckon. Thou shall supply a semi-trailer with a full motion rig. Oh, safety car's in this lap. Not over the call's been made, but the Fav's swerving. Did the stewards look at that? A lot of swerve once the safety car had been called coming in. It was iRacing instead of watching the iRacing movie, that's correct. Sarah watching the F1 movie.
I saw that meme today on Facebook. It's basically saying, what was it, Stroll and Sonoda had shown up, and basically a massive yacht up on the rocks. Had shown up to Monaco. Oh no, Colapinto, sorry, not Stroll.
Got a Pinto.
Yep.
Crash a Pinto.
Yeah, they made a good decision here.
Here we go. What does the Fav do? He's going to hold him. He's going to hold him. Did he take him to the line?
He dragged this one out. It was good.
Yeah, watch further back.
I was that far back. I had no idea. Actually, the end back was good. Actually, I got no idea what happened towards the end of it. Plenty of overlapping going on, which was great to see. Renault was bouncing on and off the accelerator to make sure I didn't pass someone.
I was almost bouncing off the back of the guy on Brody.
I must admit, I didn't notice the crowd was so big last night.
We're away. Green flag racing. It's all happening. The Fav has gone. Lap 24.
Oh, Bruce is sleeping, but he's caught right back up.
He's caught right back up. Going to go back into that mid-pack. Wilbo under a bit of pressure from Matty Fu. The Whiting in front of him. He's trying to catch a big fish here. Phil has a look on the inside.
He doesn't just have a look, he takes it.
He's Gornsky.
That was very
Smooth.
safety first, mate.
I was trying to avoid this situation.
Now that wasn't very safety.
That is poor old Dave out into the weeds. No, he's safe. He's in the middle. He's out of harm's way. He's not going to hurt anyone. So it could be safety first.
Or could be a safety car.
A bit of bunched up pack racing.
Here we go.
Weldon tucked up behind Watson.
Watson's hugging that yellow line.
Oi, 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 oi! They survived to live another day.
Whoa, they don't want to get through there. Glad I was in front of this lot.
Nah, it's all good, Wilbo. I wouldn't be stressing. I had the same scenario a bit earlier. Comes into those 50-50 things. Oh, hang on to it, Doug. Hang on to it, Doug, and he does. There you go, Mr. Drifter. Turn one. Oh, bit of a bump. This is a bump and run, is it? No, still going.
The old hip and shoulder, isn't it?
Doug's still in there. Oh, a bit behind, bit happening behind Anita. She's in that. Bulldogs through. Anita and Grant. Oi. Bit of drama. Jump back up. Schaefer just gets past Bruce Grenell. Galloway.
You do if you Luke tuck in behind.
Exactly. Now, everybody who pitted, I'm going to put the laps up. So everybody who pitted on lap 20 or less, or lap 20, what are your thoughts? Are you going to get home from here? If you're in the chat, let me know. Let me know.
Nope.
That's pretty much a no, yeah.
It's a no? Righto. Lock it in. Lock in the nose. Lock in the naysayers.
Well, I padded lap 20 and I wasn't going to make it.
Lock in the naysayers. That's what I'm going to say.
At this point, I'm going as long as I can.
Yeah,
You could save a bit here.
You can save a lot here.
Mapping, lifting.
Clutching.
Yeah, I was in the chat with a few guys that were doing that, and I'm just thinking, I'm not that smart. They just go as long as you can and another pit stop and go.
You learn how to do it when you get screwed over in your pit stop with the fuel. So you learn quickly.
I was in two minds. Do I go long or do I come and give myself more time towards the end and pressure tyres?
Righto, I'm going to roll. I'm going to let you know. Billy's on a little secret. WKMP's going long. Going long. We're playing the long game. So, Tommy DeWitt's never fuel saved before. Ever. Bulldog, hardly ever. I'm just crap. Say no more.
Are you going long to the end of the race, or
I'm
long for a late pit?
I'm going home.
Okay, right. Okay.
I'm going home.
I always knew I had a splash dash.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Right.
Be able to start and park if you need to.
Yep. So we're at my old. Right. So
When you came back out, how much did you need to save?
about 4 laps.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty impressive. I couldn't do that.
Look, we had a spotter last night. One of our younger team members joined us. Oh, nice passing move here. Look at me. Pass of the century, Bulldog.
And saving fuel.
The next pass of the century. 2 of them. The problem, the old racer head and the fuel saver head come out.
Diametrically opposed.
The old, oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be saving fuel.
Yeah, not there. Not really. We'll come back later. I'm playing with people.
Hard to say fuel when the red mists.
Yeah, I know. I was a little bit more lucky because Bulldog pitted on 20. And I myself pitted on 22, so I had 2 more laps for fuel than him. Like I say, we had Billy in spotting for us. And as further as this goes down, might have been about 2 or 3 laps after this, where we are now. Bulldog comes on the radio and comes on Discord and goes, Billy, after the race, can you read me your bedtime story? He goes, you are just so calm and soothing. I'm not stressed at all. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Get home lap was 24 though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You blokes had gone early.
Yeah.
You got to save.
Yeah, you got to save, yeah. The only reason I'm making a fuss about it is a great talking point. It may or may not be a great story.
Well, as I was saying before, it's about 39 seconds to come down pit lane, so it could pick you up some spots if you can go.
Oh, Bulldog's been in there retracted a message, so I've said something wrong already. Here's one for you, Bulldog. Here's the clutch. Down the gears. No mechanical braking. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Is that how you guys are saving fuel?
Was he driving?
There we go, Bulldog. Billy kept telling me I was saving but needed 5 laps.
Up the run.
Comes the Luke. In the toe. Has a sneak. No, tucks it back in.
Easy squeak.
Got the run again. Got the drive out.
I wouldn't have the balls to go behind. Don't even attempt an overtake on this corner. If he does this,
I went through. Yeah.
if he gets this, I'm just watching this going. He's done well. That's it.
That's smart racing from the children, to be honest.
Yeah, that's bloody great.
Nathan could have tried to keep it up there. And,
Yeah, I wish he did.
that's smart. Yeah, we would have benefited, but that's
Yeah.
smart racing from the both of them.
That's bloody great racing.
But it was good racing on the bank though. Like there was one situation I was 3 wide and I was literally hugging the wall on the top.
I did an official early in the week and drifted up and took a bloke out, and I didn't know I drifted up. I thought I held my line.
Yeah.
When you're racing on these banked oval type track, yeah, it's completely different.
Did you intentionally put yourself 3 wide, or?
I try not to.
Well, Glenn's got the eyes on me.
I'm gonna make you earn your keep tonight, Franz Herman. You're gonna love me. I'll let you give you a second to prepare yourself. I'm gonna get you to talk everyone around a lap.
Oh, Jesus. That's harsh. Oh, which Franz Herman are you talking about?
You. The New Zealand version.
Alright. Do it on the next one. Give me a sec.
That's this one. About to cross the stripe. Here you
Alright.
go.
6th gear all the way. I think I was dropping back all the way into 2nd. Obviously, I got Wilbur up behind me, so I kept it quite tight. Over that 3, 4. I never know if these American tracks, there's corners when there shouldn't be corners. Down into 2nd, around the hairpin, nice and tightly. And then get on that gas as soon as that wheel straightens up. Pull over to the right. And I was sort of having trouble. Sometimes I could go flat. Yeah, obviously I couldn't that time. Tyres. Stay wide. Back down to 2nd, turn it into the right. Over the top of the curb. And get that steering wheel straight again and get it on the accelerator. Braking just on the right here, back to 2nd. Some people were using 3rd apparently. Let it run wide. And then we're back up onto, what's this, turn 6, which is technically turn 1.
Turn what?
Is it turn 6 or turn 7 now? I don't know.
No, just like you say, turn 6.
Yeah.
You're evil.
Hold it hard over here and look for that 200. As soon as you get to that 200 mark, smash those brakes. Back down to 2nd. Oh no, 3rd, sorry. Keep it in tight and gas it up again. Aiming forward. Turn 3, which is, we'll call it turn 3. The oval, and just keep it wide open.
Bloody banked from that angle, isn't it?
Mm.
Didn't realise that.
And try and, like, I tried to stay as wide as I could here so I could get a straighter braking point into turn 1. And that is a lap around the oval at Daytona.
And everyone thought only SVG could drive around Daytona. Good job, Ross. Good job.
Lucky there was no sheep in the infield.
Nah, there was only a few pigs in the infield.
All right, look at my mate Sanford. Good old Jeff, he's doing all right.
Let's go, Jeff, mate. Good to see you up there again.
Wasn't he been a sleeper? He's had equipment trouble and he come out and really threw it away.
Yeah, I think he's been having equipment issues.
Yeah.
Pato would like us to do that again with subtitles.
actually done that off the top of my head. I tried to rewind the YouTube so I could get the track map, but never mind.
Come on, mate. Very good.
Right, you did all right. Don't short shift yourself. Lap 31 of 53, well past the halfway mark. Getting to the busy end.
Oh, is he fueled to the end?
Who's that, Jeff? Jeff pitted on lap 17, so I would say he could be.
Well, fueled him on lap 17 there, so definitely.
At this point, I would dare say there's a lot of strategy being played out in blokes' heads.
Like strategy was you fucking idiot, you short filled.
Paddo's going in. Paddo's in. Paddo's in.
Yep. That's
Got to wring it out. Get a bit of that water out from the mid-north coast, and he'll be off again. Bloody amazing. The freaking amount of rain that those lads have had. If anyone's out there thinking of yous. Know that part of the world with my work situations, and yeah, what I'm seeing and have seen from that part of the world in the last couple of days, yeah, hearts sink for everybody out that way. Mr. Schaefer, he's still sitting in P3. He pitted on lap 17 as well. So still quite a few to pit.
who's the first of the double stop? Well, who's
First two-stopper, Mr. Fu. He might be trying to have a crack to the end. Interesting to know whether he thinks he can get there or whether he's going full noise with a splash and dash. Just a bit further north than you, Wilbo.
yeah.
Not much.
Yeah, no.
Not much further.
Yeah, it's about now. I'm going. Do I try to run to the end or nah?
No. The Fav is in. Favero. Look at him. Look at that. Look at his profile pic.
Oh, it looks like Fabio.
Look, that's right. Fucking Playboy image, that one.
Exactly.
Is he eligible for vets?
I don't know. Looking at that, I'd say no.
He looks still young. Yeah.
But might have stuck on the Playboy of vets.
The Hugh Hefner. Yeah.
Few big movers. Leslie up 10, Holly up 14. Still another pit stop to go. But
Wilbo, he's going to have to drive for a dinner or a lunch. He's blushing now. Let's go back to the picture. Where is the fan? I've lost him on track. He's back down here somewhere. He's blushing. I don't think you're blushing in that picture.
how you doing?
How you doing? Couple of other Novocastrians want to catch up with you too, mate. Trust me. Well, we'll be up that way, Pato, at some stage. We'll make it happen. Mr. Morris, he's making a comeback. There you go. 2 wide, going to be 3 wide. Hold the high line, block him out, drop back down in front. Shit, I've lost my slipstream. What am I going to do here?
Chuck it up the inside.
Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy.
Yes.
Oh, that was.
Racing.
I'd like to say, Pato, that's the only reason we're friends, but you know it's not. Mr. Schaefer, he's still sitting in P2. Mr. Powell has gone. He's 5.6 seconds up the road. I might just jump on.
Still a battle for the oh no, that wasn't. Oh, nice catch, Jeff.
Good work, Jeff. lap 34.
So I'm assuming by now all your guys' seats were soaking wet with sweat, of course.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy as well. He's trying to do the big fuel save. Trying to learn how to fuel save. We're trying to explain to him on the run. This is what you're supposed to do.
I wouldn't be added can't teach an old dog new tricks, so I wouldn't put more.
Very hard to fuel save when your accelerator's flat to the floor.
Of course, Tommy's a very good driver of Titleist golf balls.
Golf ball in the water, over you, mate.
I don't know if you've seen the back of his car, the old comment, I prefer to drive a Titleist.
Yeah, cool. Wait till the Toyota's coming up.
What's that? I'm interested if he's going to clutch you. Not really. Of course, it's never great when you go into a fuel saving strategy and your spotter says, I'm not really good at maths. See if he goes a big clutch down here.
Good man, keep it wide open.
Lift. Okay, let's listen to this one. Where's the start? Where's the start line? There's the clutch. It changed a couple of gears. Try and hope I've judged the speed right to pull it up. Yep, looking good. Round the corner. And of course, go back up the front here. Full noise. Matty Foo, he's putting the pressure on.
Probably looking into the mirror going, keep at them, boys.
Is it Kaya or Saya or how do you?
I'm not 100% certain, and he's entered season 24 as Kinzil as a surname, so I'll have to fix that up.
He arrived in that position like a float bloody Star Trek bloody spaceship. I mean, where did he come from?
But like Max was stepped into fucking Lando last week.
And I was shitting myself. I'm thinking, where did he come from? How do I get rid of him? Unsuccessfully, apparently.
He's driving well.
Yeah, hey, he's a rookie, yeah.
All these bloody 40-year-olds.
He's fast, aggressive, but he's good. I was impressed.
Yeah. Seriously thinking about a rule that over split 4 has got to be over 50.
Over 60. Look after us, old
Someone out the back there sneaking off the other way.
I reckon old KO came from nowhere.
Where's Tommy? Tommy, that looks a bit bent. So Tommy's been into the wall at turn 1 as well. That might have been Tommy in the background. KO, he's quick. Sorry, Phil.
He just turned up from nowhere, and it was like, because I was just, you got 10 license points, and you try to protect it, and you think, don't be stupid, you got to just, carry it for the next few weeks as you do.
Yeah, let them pass.
Oh, it's funny you say.
And then he's up your ass, and you're just going, holy shit. Yeah.
Hey, Steph. You just makes you panic, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you got to compete. It's not like you got to protect your license points, but you don't want to give it up. But I think I just gave it up.
So Powell split the laps from the safety car to home, so he's in the lane.
Was that drift line there, Phil?
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it was locked up.
It's just amazing how these guys are just improving week to week. You know, and I look at the sheet for split 3, and I'm gonna rant about that later. It's like this league is competitive, it's tough, and I think people think if I go backwards it's going to be easier, but I don't think it is.
No.
No, KO definitely forced my lock-up on turn 1.
It's
I
good.
was looking backwards, and yeah, it was good pressure.
You're looking into the rear view a little bit more than you should be.
Yep. And I reckon Luke Powell's impressed me even just with that last little bit of strategy there. I'm thinking some of the crap he put up with in this race, or he copped.
Clear air.
But smart move. If you know you're going to come out with good air.
That's the bit I don't know. How do you know you're going to come out with good air? That's the bit that's getting. Some of these blokes are just so much smarter than me. In RaceKraft.
Yeah, Pato, like Olympic sport. Unfortunately, Marty won't be with us for the last 2 weeks. Tim Vermey won't be with us for the last 2 weeks. I did, in one of my rants, give a big warning to people to be careful and cherish your license points.
They'll punch you ass.
You know, like if you get a pit lane start from your license points, it's basically a big kick up the backside to wake up and look after what you're doing and look after what you got left. And if you don't do that, then yeah, you're going to be start sitting out races, sitting out 1, which is what he's done, and then or what they've done, and then you start sitting out 2. Like it's
But that is part of your strategy in your preparation.
Yeah.
You realise you're close to the wind. Okay, you got to back off a little bit. You got to figure out when to attack and when not to.
And I will confirm that we are not resetting license points at the start of next season. We are continuing the 10 rolling target that we've had. So this is where this gets a little bit disappointing for us as league management and race control group. That, you know, we gave the group a free kick at the start of this season. We reset the points because we knew we were tightening the screws a little bit, and no one's listened.
I got my first points last night.
Yeah.
I listened, John. I nailed you and got 10 points. And I've been backing off every season.
Yeah,
but it's yeah. But you can see my point. Like, and it's not just our split. There's a few other splits that are having some compulsory time off. Yeah, so it's, you know, and I can just see going into the start of next season, there's going to be other people starting to get into major problems. And we did say at the start of the season, we are tightening it up because we want to get on top of the racing, get on top of the diving.
One of the big benefits of this league is that does play with your head, and you've got to, as I'm learning as you go through, you've actually got to bring that into your entire race, and it comes into the whole gambit of everything, and which makes it even more fun.
Yeah,
because you can't attack as hard as you'd like. You know,
I think Rick Viger said it today in the chat, and you've got to race against somebody how you would want them, how you race against somebody is how you want somebody to race against you. So when you decide to poke your nose into the vortex of danger, go look it up. If you haven't looked it up, look it up. If you go poke your nose into the vortex of danger and you kill somebody's race, whether it be me, Pato turn 1, anybody else?
Me.
Yep, you. If you kill somebody in their race and you wreck their race, how would you feel on the return? if someone else wrecked yours. So you just got to be that little bit cautious. I know these cars don't have the draft. I know these cars are harder to pass. But one of the great things about Split 4 is we ain't Jordan Ross. We ain't Scott Gamble. We might be Lucas Neal. So Lucas Powell. But, you know, if you sit behind somebody, put a little bit of pressure on them. And there's a couple of guys I know I love putting pressure on because I know I get the better of them. You put a little bit of pressure on them and they make the small mistake and you go through. They carry on and everybody's happy. Or, you know, they work out that, oh, I've got Luke Powell sitting behind me. He's not my race. I'm not going to block him. I'm not going to get in his way. I'm going to make an easy pass for him and carry on in my race, sit on his coattails and hope the hell I can hang on. And then when he...
Or brake check him so he rams you up the arse and then he gets the penalty. And then you... No.
And you taking up for dinner.
Righto. Fun time. He's cruising. Yep. Gear change. One extra gear change. Keep watching.
Yeah.
One extra gear change. Oh, shit. She stepped out.
The drift. Oh, I just thought you were going to catch that.
Yeah, so did I. Jeff Eddy thought he'd follow me in support. So I got a safety car behind me. I'd like to say it's like Top Gear and you've got the Volkswagen, but Jeff's car looks too good.
That's how supportive the league is. He was going to push you. If you needed it.
And that looks pretty ordinary. It's dropping fuel. The tyre is flat.
Yeah, that's looking here.
Love your optimism, Pato.
So you did that yourself, John?
Yeah, clutching.
Yeah. Okay,
And
good.
and the weird thing was, Billy had made the decision that I've got enough. This is your last time you got to do it. This lap. You got enough.
Let it out real quick?
No, I fucked it up then. So we didn't bugger that up. I would have got home. So anyway.
Yeah, definitely the drift line.
And she's nah. It's like yeah, she's going. I'm still going. I'm going to get home here. Here comes Tommy. No help from your teammate to give you a push. And then she went pop. And it's like, okay, I'm going to roll. There it is.
Oh, and look at that. You had the
I had to take it well away from everybody else. Yeah.
Actually, I was a bit disappointed with that because when you called it in for a tow, I thought we had another safety car and I could dive in and get an advantage. So I'm a bit pissed off with that, John. But anyway.
I did the right thing. Get it out of the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Depends what side of the coin you fall on. A few of the boys would have liked it. I think I'd already made my second stop, I think, so...
Lukey Powell, he's doing it right here. Lester Craig sitting behind him. He's been passed.
Up 13 spots too, go me. And Darren Walden up 30. Good stuff, sorry.
So for those following at home, I eventually got approval to tow. Got back to the pits and went, you beauty, I only need 4 laps to get 75%. Classify as a finisher. Always got to try and classify as a finisher. That's the first goal when you race bets. And 26 minutes of repairs. So it was like, good night.
Yeah.
So you quick repair early then?
Yeah, I had to earlier because I was a bit of door bashing going on, a little bit of damage, so
Right.
needed it at the first stop.
Got me out a couple of times that, not pinning it off when I've gone in for my first stop or something like that, forgetting about it. And then needed it in the second one.
The Cadman's got it. He's told me to go look for Becky out in the toilet block in the midfield.
Yeah.
Bit of pressure going on here. Oh, look at that.
So if you're ever stuck with an obtuse triangle, make sure you call the CAD man. Oh, a little bit of a tap there.
And keep going. Oop. Jeff is back, boys and girls in the chat.
Right now, you were trying to figure out where is this going to play out, because I know I was going long. I was emptying the tank, hoping for a safety car, and John let us down.
Well, how about this bloke? He's still going. Lap 42. So,
Is there anything this man cannot do?
yeah, ride a horse. You asked. So about this stage, this bloke is using just on 4 litres a lap.
Bullshit, fair dinkum.
Yeah.
That's good going.
Same thing again. Never really been a big fuel saver. He's not Hoffy. He's not one of these splash split one boys.
He could roll out early and still carry more speed.
He's got the soft tones of a guy in his ear telling him you need to clutch at this point now. And then, 2 or 3 laps later, that point goes about 200 metres further down the track. You need to clutch at this point now. You need to save fuel for 5 more laps.
Well, it sounded like he had Barry White in his ear.
Could have been. For a young bloke, he's bloody, yeah. Does well. I spot for him on Thursday nights and Scops, and he's just returning the favour a little bit. And Tuesday nights as well, I spot for him, and he's just returning the favour a little bit. And it's just, yeah, it's bloody nice.
At this point,
Somebody else help.
at this point, I'm just going along, going Yahoo. I'm in the front. I'm going to get a point for leading a lap.
Yep, take it, love it.
That's when you got a 3-way tie for third. I'm thinking I got no idea where everyone else is. But
Still looking out for those green headlights, though, eh?
The car's straight.
always.
The car's straight. The wheel colour looks good.
You got me so worried for license points. It's stuck brake.
It's hard to get them when you're out front.
It's right. No one to hit out there. With the mathematician. He's calling him the mathematician. That's a big stretch Bulldog's calling Billy a mathematician. I was getting that scared at this stage. I was checking his numbers for you. Had the calculator out.
You were scared. I was leading the race. I was bloody petrified.
What have we got? 9 to go. What was your fuel
Just-
situation looking?
I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking, what's wrong with Luke Powell and Daryl Kelly?
Oh, KO! No! That's the Fav in there as well. In the background. That is not great. That might explain everything, Jeff. Straight car, bent driver.
Never appreciated how you can commentate and read those comments at the same time, John.
I'd hate to know how many clicks I've got. How many clicks I do in a race.
Jesus.
If you have a look in the Discord chat, a little message for you, Ross.
the Discord chat.
In the chat, in this broadcast room. If you look up where Spoil Broadcast is, there's a little open chat button.
Oh.
Thought you'd like that. Oh, Matty Foo. He's got the power behind him. Powell is coming. Fair fuel on the infield. It was worth a try.
This
Hey.
point, I'm telling Matty to hold him up, which is a pretty big challenge.
It's a very big challenge.
Yep.
He's tucked in behind.
Gets off there nicely. Actually, Boo's done a good job here too.
Matty's he's bloody quick. He's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Oh, then Bill's jumped into the lane, have you?
Yeah.
You've got me, Cadsy. 4 screens. Oh! That's Anita, I think. Yep, that was Anita.
Yep. I'm not sure that's even on the penalty sheet. It's only just come out.
She was trying to stay far right, and I don't. It looks like Luke didn't see her.
Yeah.
There wasn't much she could have done about that.
Giving Anita a tap in the backside. I'd be a bit worried, Luke. I'd be keeping an eye over my shoulder for Gary.
No regress. No regress.
I'll go look at the sheet later. So check on our friend Mr. Baldock. He's in 12th. This is a guy been running outside the 20 for the most of the season.
Up 13.
He's still there, still going. Handful of laps to go. Just going to go back to my calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're still using about 4 litres at the moment. Come back to him in a minute. Daniel Schaefer, he's still rocking and rolling.
He's got his foot flat to the floor.
That was my target.
What, the fire with your accelerator?
No, Daniel, I'm thinking he's quick. And he was ahead of me. I had to catch him.
And you had Chow, he's battling with them too.
Yep.
KO looking wide.
As the guys behind you, like, ooh, opportunity for me to catch up if these guys keep fighting it.
I was relying on them to sort it out because I'm not quick enough to catch him.
When you're battling, they just slowing each other down for the guys behind you. Oh, the drift line.
Oh, he holds onto it. Nicely done. Oh, tries the out and under. Now Phil Whiting getting a bit excited in the background watching this.
He's trying to play in commentary, but I can guarantee he's like, oh, I'm in here.
I had a lot better tyres. I knew I had better tyres than both these guys, and I'm coming in and I'm thinking, I'm hoping they sort themselves out and I can go through, but I knew I could catch them, only because I had fresh tyres.
Daniel Schaefer's out of fuel.
You know, he's looking in the rear view now going, where the hell did he come from? Did you say he's out of fuel now?
Yeah, he just said I was out of fuel.
Oh, unlucky, bro.
Thinking of getting home, Daniel, or realising you got to do a splash and dash?
No, he was out of fuel, but he still fought.
Well, it's cheap in the States, so you may as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Just chuck a couple of gallons in, mate. Great little battle.
Because we were equal on third, and I'm thinking I've got to finish in front of him.
At this stage, you're like, I don't know.
There you
You
go.
didn't know you were going to
He's
feel
already thinking he's got a splash.
Yeah, I had no idea he was running out of fuel, but I'm thinking,
Well, you stopped lap 35, so obviously didn't put enough fuel in. You're always thinking you might have been going to the... Yeah.
I knew my tyres were 10 laps better, so I reckon, and I had better drive off the corners, but he's still hard to overtake.
This RaceKraft will come along.
Yes.
Got to attack.
Plus I've got 10 licence points over my head, which I'm just a little bit conscious of.
Only 10, you're right. Plenty of room.
I got 3 weeks to clear them.
It's all fair game with this. A handful of laps left.
Yep. I think the red mist was starting to fall now.
Luke Powell saying take all of his points. No, we're not taking any points. But we said at the moment, we'll double them. We'll double them, Luke. We'll double them.
Isn't he starting that lane for the last round and we all get double?
No, he's starting 10 laps in front for the last round.
I'm talking about Luke.
Trying to get rid of me.
I can't believe how much fun this part of the race was. This late in the race, and we're attacking for track position.
Oh no, I was sitting in the pits drinking a beer at this stage. It was great. I was really enjoying it.
My right knee was buggered, my legs were cramping.
It wasn't stopping you though.
Wetting my glasses, I couldn't see.
And you said it well. This is a championship fight right here.
This was, yeah, well I knew we'd...
Bruce in the chat just reminding you, Phil, that that's a 10-week rolling.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I got 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
He was trying to get one out there. Get off on good behaviour.
Let's have a look at this bloke. This bloke is in 12th, still going.
Up 13.
Lap 49. I'm just going to go check the fuel calculator. He is using 3.7 litres this lap. I don't know where it's coming from. I do know a certain Gunter has been test driving a electric vehicle that's going to be released next year in another country. Out in the other side of Ningen this week. So whether he's thinking he's got Gunter's batteries on board, I don't know. But Baldock is still going after pitting on lap 20.
Is this way of driving here to stay from?
I don't know. Don't know. Of course, if you went with a full tank, the calculation is you would do 28 laps. So he's done well past that already. This being, of course, lap 50. So he's already done 30 laps. Great effort from Mr. Baldock. As we go back to that battle at the front, Brad Grant's the first one to peel in. He's left Sanford on his own. Starting to see a few of these boys roll in now. I think Grant's probably the last one of these front blokes. Fu is the other one who pitted on lap 20. Baldock on lap 20. He's up 13 spots in 12th. Ross Watson up 23 in 14th. Catching Baldock with a tank full of fuel. Baldock's clutching there, obviously.
Yeah, my eyes were hard set on him.
Big target. Huge target. Fev's still going quite good. Tucked up behind Greenaway. Bruce driving really well. End of the last 3 laps. Been an epic enduro.
Good, bloody fun.
Of course, the track that brings us the Daytona 24 hour earlier in the year.
Is it? So you reckon were you starting to look at Coyote? Thinking you could catch him? Phil?
No. Way too quick.
Well up the road, not quite close enough to get the slip.
Actually, I had better tyres, so I knew I could catch him, but I kept screwing it up on the corners. I would blow it. I'd go in too deep and go wide. So if I was a better driver, I might have caught him, but yeah,
Pushed it all the way to the end, eh?
you get a little bit too excited. I'm thinking, shit, I've got good tyres, but you got to be a good driver. Good tyres.
No, for those playing along at home, this lap Bulldog uses 3.5 litres.
Whoa.
Quite excited here, and then I just got too excited.
You got him?
Yeah.
You pass Kevin, line him up, you're on him. Well, Kevin would have made it a little bit harder, but he didn't. Bit of respect there.
That was very good. That was very good.
Mm.
Because when you see two cars of the same colour, and I'm thinking, hang on, I'm being held out on the flags.
Yeah,
But
held up
he
by
did
the
very
tail.
good.
Yeah, and drive around him afterwards.
That was a good team play, but it was very well done.
Now, he's lost 3 positions, Steve. Don't forget, he's a guy that usually finishes in the top 20. Sorry, in the bottom 20. Around 20th, so still sitting quite well there.
Right, he's up 10.
He's up 10.
And his tyres must be screaming at him.
Luke Allman making the big call already. If Bulldog makes it, it's drive of the day. Going to be a tough one.
He's Luke. That's
I actually like it. That's me. I'm a little bit biased. But you got to get there first. You know what I'm like. I'm probably building this up because I know he's not going to make it. You all know me too well.
yeah.
This is an interesting one. Dave Leslie, Ross Watson side by side into turn 1.
The green-eyed monster.
Mate, he's still got 10 in there.
Oh, you intimidated. You're intimidated.
Oh, you're a bully.
Okay. Eh?
No, I'm a clean bully.
Muscled your way through that one. Up 24? Jeez, that's not bad.
Mm.
And 3 stops. I tried to pull the JV out from Bathurst.
That is going to go down the folklore, that Bathurst, isn't it? I still get rubbish from it from Bulldog and everyone else. It's like us and Enduro tonight. We're doing 300 Ks and Bulldog's messing. Oh, you're going to stop 10 times?
This has done well to come back up 11.
Bet. You're doing pretty well too there, Phil. Doing your championship thing, up 6 into 5.
How many am I up?
I know you're in the 5. You're 5th at the moment.
To be
Yeah,
fair, up 6 for us. Up 6.
How many am I up?
6.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Ross,
so,
Ross,
Ross, I can't see that. Ross, how many is he up?
I knew what he was trying to do. Up 6.
Daniel wasn't going to make it.
Daniel, no. Another one. Couldn't quite get there. He's in the lane.
That's rough.
I'll tell you what, this bloke, well, we have not mentioned this bloke too much all night. Look at him sitting in P2 on the last lap. Out of nowhere.
And look at that guy behind him too.
I know. Can do it. Well, I keep saying he can do it.
No, he's Darryl was generally fast. At some point I was right behind him and I was thinking, I'm just going to tuck in here and follow him.
Yeah.
Because he'll take me through. But I just couldn't keep up with him. And you just got to rely on something going wrong. Yeah.
Well done, Mr. Powell.
That is a great drive again.
And
It's been a more dominant performance in a vet split competition anywhere than
to
what
be honest, he
Luke's
hasn't had
doing.
it too easy the last couple of weeks.
Then
No, he's
Troy Stone Street was this dominant when he did split 3.
yeah, okay.
I can remember, I still remember a race quite vividly, where he sat behind, he was that far in front of everybody and he sat behind the group and here comes Baldock across the line. Oh, no, he's got the bus stop. He might stop here. Oh, cough.
Oh no, did he run? No.
Oh,
Oh,
Lester.
He'll be able to roll from here, wouldn't he?
still full noise. Oh.
Get the clutch in,
There it is. He made it from lap 20.
Up 11-2.
And the top 15 finish for a Blake. I said Blake normally out of the top 20, so that's a bit of a weird one. I didn't see what happened there. Going to go that. I've got Lester Craig and Bruce Galloway, and of course SDK is only showing me to there. 0.002.
It was very, very close.
I saw one on Tuesday night that was 0.01, 0.002. That is impressive. Okay.
Yeah, gap
You
at
would
that.
be getting straight onto the replay going, well, who the hell won that one?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because the one on Tuesday night, there's 2 different times. I've got a different time to what Blake's time was. Blake was 009 and I was 012. Anyway, work that out. Okay, drive of the day. There's a few names banded around. I'm biased. I reckon Baldock deserves it, but you deserve it too, Ross. So I'll let these boys make the call.
Well, clearly I'm biased.
I think my vote's with Roscoe because he didn't actually get a qualifying and he's come from the back to 20. What was that? 24 spots.
25.
25 spots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And I was backwards at one point. Just put that out
Yeah.
there.
yeah. But he's a Kiwi, so if you got to go to someone else, that's fine. But on race performance, I'd probably have Roscoe. Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
As much
Hey.
as it pains me to do that, I'm going to have to go with Dave Bulldog. Come from lap 20 to pit on lap 20 and go all the way without running out of fuel. It's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, there's one Albany, but
Pretty insane, really.
Can we split it? The other fuck. It's been done before. Let's do it. We can't. I can't. Yeah, both.
oh, double D's.
Oh,
Double D's.
wow.
Yep, double D's.
It's pretty even in the chat too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we've got a they and a them.
Now, this is going to be fun. This is really going to. This is really going to upset. This is really going to upset.
Reg.
Reg. Yeah.
You see him probably sitting there now going, oh,
Hey,
you buggers,
there
what
we
have
go.
you
Look
done
at
to
that.
me?"
And I can do this
Oh.
here too. There we go. There's one. There's two. Look at that. So 2 drives of the day. I have to make sure the budget can afford that, but that's all right. We'll be right. 2 drives of the day. Congratulations, Roscoe. Congratulations, Mr. Baldock.
Yeah.
Should
Well
be
done,
chuffed
guys.
with that. All about this bloke, though. This bloke here won the night P1. I know he would love to thank the lads at M1 Racing. Huge shout out to his team boss, Mr. Crosby. Huge shout out, of course, to Mr. Mark Peck from Pecky's Performance and Dino Tune, Parramatta Isuzu Utes as well, Sud Speed. And I know Luke has dominated this season, but I think he has done well. He'll put himself up for promotion, of course. I think at this stage, I think it's going to be hard for him to not miss the top 5. Yeah, he is definitely going to be putting himself out there. So looking forward to seeing what he does there. What did you got to say, mate?
Impressive. He got turned that race too, so that's impressive. 12
Yeah.
seconds with a couple of bloody dingles.
He's
Yeah.
impressing everybody that much that he's putting himself into what I would call the pub test category.
Yep.
So he's definitely being promoted, but where he's going to stop, I don't know. It could be interesting. Could be interesting. And I'm not the only one in the pub, so it's a big pub test out there. It'll come. Of course, we're only
He's good.
2 more rounds
He's
left.
fast. He's fast, but he's good.
He's
Like, yeah.
2 more rounds left. Of course, we've got the paint doctor himself, Mr. Darryl Callahan. Couple of rounds where he's had some dilemmas, but he has bounced himself back this week, which is great to see. He is rapid. He can drive. He's quick, and it's good to see him back up at the pointy end. And it will be interesting to see how he goes in the next 2 weeks. Of course, everyone's got to remember he cannot drop the last round, so you can't afford to bugger that up. I'll get to that.
It's the white wheels.
The white wheels. It's chrome. It's not white.
I love the way Darryl drives. He's aggressive as all hell,
Yeah,
but he's fast.
he's rapid.
I enjoy being near him. I don't want to be too near him, but he's good. Yeah, he's good.
And this man, welcome back, Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah. The next bloke, of course, I'll sort that one out in a minute, Luke. Next bloke in P3, of course, is the great Jeff Sanford. He's changed his logo. He's moved on from the Hoff. He's now, wasn't the greatest American hero? I can't remember what it was, but it's going way back.
Great
I think
Australian hero tonight, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. He's done well. P3, representing Player One, Sim Gear, and of course a few other sponsors on the car there with Sparko. Can't quite read them all for him. Need to get in here, Jeff, and tell them yourself, mate. Same thing to all these guys on the podium. You're more than welcome to come in and join us. In fact, anyone in Split 4, Split 3, Split 2, Split 1, more than welcome to come in and join us and say good day. It's quite easy. Find us in Discord. We're here. Yeah, I know Jeff been battling. He's had some gear issues, but he managed to get home last night, and that is a great drive by him. Well done, mate. Good to see you there. Hopefully the next 2 weeks will be just as fruitful for you, and you can keep impressing again like you have been before things went awry. That brings us to the end of our broadcast course. Next week, we are at Interlagos in Sao Paulo, home of the great Ayrton Senna. Also home of some of the wettest Grand Prix I've ever seen in my life. A subtle hint.
Lucky I've got green headlights, eh?
Yeah, lucky. So,
You, you didn't need that much encouragement, John. To be honest.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm after everything going awry and this race not finishing in the dark. I'm just going to start just not switching off Discord and just doing what I've planned and what I want to do. I still think the theatricals of what I planned, and for the sake of a slight track temperature increase, I know the setup builder wasn't aware what I was planning. This is probably my first mistake. So the conversation I had with him at midnight was probably an indication that tipped me over the edge. Sorry, Pato, it wasn't you. It's just, so it's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. We had it all set up. The over 50s know what they're in for, more or less. Those that do SRW, it won't be split to SRW, but it will be wet. It will be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to next season as well. Entries are open, so if you haven't got your entry in yet, jump into Discord, get it done. You've got 2 weeks to get it done. If not done by 5 o'clock before the start of round 10, you're at chances of missing out. And I don't want to see anyone miss out. So make sure you get that done. If you are not in season 23 and you want to get involved, get into the Discord as well and get yourself into the wait list. I can tell you now, based on last season, it's usually about 10 guys on the wait list get themselves in the door quickly. And then usually it's a scramble by the stragglers in the previous season to fill the rest of the spots. Same thing again, you don't want to miss out. So if you want to get involved, get yourself on the list, get yourself up and running. It's all in Discord. Look up V8 Veterans League and you'll find us. Now, last thing I want to talk about, and I did say I was going to go Jerry Springer again. Second last thing I want to talk about, which we've already seen.
The first one, bring your wetsuit next week.
Nah, we've already which we've already seen. We better show them. That's the championship points after 8 rounds. Mr. Powell is well on top, 76 points clear. Almost got himself set up, so he's just got to turn up to the last round and finish. Mr. Callahan's now back in second. Mr. Whiting in third. So you're in the hunt still, Phil. Nathan Favero in fourth. Daniel Schaefer in fifth. So, of course, that doesn't include, that is the season official standings. That's not the ranking standings where we average out points for the guys who haven't done 8 races. But you can we're starting to see the likes of Powell, Callahan, Whiting, Favero, Schaefer going up next season, Watson knocking on the door, Matty Fu knocking on the door. Lester Craig, I think it makes me most nervous about that list is Dave Baldock's come onto it now. That's got me very worried.
Why, that driving style.
Yeah, well,
what was that, Mark?
I mean, I was going to say you want to have a good result next week because you don't want him jumping your position there.
I won't hear the end of it. Pic you showed of me, John, was a split image. Split image. Yeah, the Cadman image. So we're talking about that one. The Cadman. And of course, for those in Discord, we do have, and there is links in there. You just got to look above the graphics. You'll find them. We've done a licensing deal with LCG Images. So they are pumping out Vets gear that's at a reduced price, what they normally do. There is a good range and a good list of options in there. If you are keen, get in there, get involved. The best thing about what we've done is, like, if I was to do it where I went through one system where I'd have to order a minimum number, we'd have to do an order form, get them back, collate it, and then order it, and then get the order back in, and then combine what everyone's ordered and mail it out. Where this is something that's open all the time. Doesn't matter how many things people order. If you just want to order a stubby holder, you order one stubby holder and that'll get sent out, which is great. It's all done via an online store at LCG Images. It is a great setup. Reg is, if you want something a little bit different, Reg is more than happy to accommodate and have a chat to you about what he can do. I think it's a great little setup moving forward. I know other people that had approached Luke previously in the past about doing something similar, but Luke never did it. So I think I just took the opportunity with Reg. Reg has been doing a lot of graphics and a lot of work for the league over the last couple of seasons. And what he's doing here is not a money-making scheme. It's just about us getting some branding out. And he's done a sponsors version of the shirts as well now, with names on it and everything else. So it's quite a good little setup. I can post the link in YouTube just as we go through the closing credits so people can see that. And right,
it's a great option, mate. 20 years of football, the worst thing you can do is merchandising it. Buggers, yeah.
Oh,
This is
cricket,
an excellent option. Excellent option.
Cricket's the same, and the best we ended up with the cricket was with QX3, and I love what they do there. They do a great job, and the owner of the business is here in Albury and everything else. But even with that, you've got to open the store up and shut the store, and there's a minimum number of orders still to get stuff sent out. So as a club, you've got to buy stuff so that everybody gets something, and so you're left holding merchandise and all that stuff. Where you're not left holding anything. To put it in perspective, I've got 100 stubby holders in the other room from when we did our first stubby holder run of stuff in terms of getting pricing for it. That's vet stubby holders I'm talking about, not cricket club stubby holders. So at least this option here, it just rolls and runs itself, which I think, as you're saying, Phil, it's a great way of doing it.
Yep. Well done.
Now, let me get back to Discord. I am going to go on a rant. Split 3. What the F? That's where I'm going to start. That's where Mark, you shut up.
Yeah.
You shut up and listen. You're getting wrapped over the knuckles as well. Like, seriously, split 4, we've got noobs. Split 1 as well needs a wrap over the knuckles this week, but they've been pretty good for most of the season. I think it's more the fact Greg was away, the kids decided to play with the substitute teacher, with Mr. Visma. So, and then they had a safety car issue as well. So kind of let them half off. And, when I look at the spreadsheet there for them, there is probably 3 to 4 lines plus of descriptions as well. So it makes it a lot longer. But when I go to split 3, like, come on, guys. Like, seriously, do you really all want to freaking sit out and miss out by getting license points issues and the rest of it? Like, it's, these guys have got to learn to understand who's next to you, learn to understand who's around you, learn how to drive, and go back to what Rick Feiger was saying in the chat. And Rick makes a lot of sense with what he says, and it's my way I go about racing, and I think it's the way most guys here go about racing. But it's pretty simple. If you hit somebody, ask yourself, is that how you would feel if I hit you? So reverse the situation. So I hit you, I feel crap when I hit somebody because I know I've ruined somebody's race. But if you hit somebody and don't feel crap about ruining somebody's race, how do you feel when somebody ruins your race? You obviously feel crap enough to complain and bitch about it. So stop the bitching and start driving yourself as well, where you're not being the one creating those incidents. And, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to go around in circles, but it's the same names popping up on the sheets quite regularly. And, we're going to change things a little bit next season with RC, but, we've just got to tidy it up. We've just got to start showing some respect for each other. that's pretty much kind of where I sit with it all. Like I know it's tough racing. I know it's close racing. I know a second separates 100 cars, figuratively. But, at the end of the day, this league's built around comradeship, like Stewie typing out, let's all catch up in Queensland and have a drink, and all the guys jumping on board. It's basically that comradeship goes a long way. And like this, even myself, there's one person that punted me off a few weeks ago that no apologies, no nothing, and just killed me race for that night. At the meatball and the rest of it. A little bit of respect goes a long way. Like if you take someone out, send them a private DM saying sorry. It doesn't take much to create a little bit of that. And you'd be surprised. Sometimes that can create an interesting conversation where you've messaged somebody that you don't know and all of a sudden you're having a chat to them over an accident that you're sorry about. And the fact that you actually apologise to somebody just changes their perspective of that race and that situation and that incident. I mean,
interesting. Moving from officials to league racing only recently, and you're trying to improve. My perspective is, shit happens, but let's not make shit happen. I don't know if
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Like you try and pass somebody, and you can the system is structured. And the wording is structured. There's careless some impact. There's careless major impact. And then we go into reckless. So there's levels of where an incident is judged, and basically, there's 3 levels that you're playing within. And like this season, we also introduced the stop and hold to try and highlight to people that if you're doing something that's careless major impact, that, we're saying that's not on. It's a stop and hold and 10 license points. So that's kind of, you're supposed to read into that hang on, if I'm being major impact for a careless move, that's not smart. So it's a case, people have just got to stop and think and learn a little bit. And it'll improve the racing as well. If you're that little bit more patient, you set the person up, put the pressure on, get them to make the mistake, instead of putting yourself into the vortex of danger and taking them out. And what happens is half the time as well, it ruins your race because your car gets damaged as well. So that's my rant anyway. I'll leave it at that. Here we go. Yeah, when you make
I agree with you, John. I agree with every word.
Yeah. Bruce is saying that when you
tighten up, but I don't see enough of this 40-second stop and hold going on. The race control aren't handing out enough of the harsher penalties.
Yeah, well, that's something. As I said, that's something we're looking into already for next season with Split 3. So,
and on that sheet, I noticed there is one there that's missing.
Huh?
I'll talk to you on that one later.
There's
one missing off that.
Need to send a message to DC, but anyway. That's all right. I'll talk to you afterwards. Anyway, on that note, we'll wrap this up before the rain comes. So I can see the clouds off in the distance. It's coming.
Yep. Get the Swannies out, boys. You're going to need them next week.
Yeah.
He's inspired from the rain Aubrey got today.
It's happening. That's what I'm saying. It is happening. You don't like the rain, bring an umbrella. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Bruce saying that. Anyway, on that note, I agree with you too, Bruce. On that note, I'm going to wrap her up. I'm going to say thanks for watching. I'm Franz Herman, and this is... And I'd like to thank Franz Herman from New Zealand for joining me. I'd like to thank Franz Herman from Mildura. I'd like to thank Franz Herman from Bendigo. And,
Thanks, friend.
and of course, like thank everybody out in the chat. And of course, our RC admin and committee guys, a huge thank you to you two blokes too. On that note, we will see everybody for the penultimate round next week. Thanks for watching.
Getting close.
Night.
Yes, thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
See you, friends.
Racing the RaceKraft PT1 custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with a 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.